If you need any more coins for the new Footies promo, look no further than U7Buy. Use my code Zayder at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another FIFA 22 video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the pitch notes gameplay deep dive. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm going to be doing my first reaction. This isn't like an in-depth analysis and I've read all of it 30 times. This is my first reaction because it's actually genuine, and I'd rather have a video of me with my first reaction rather than me trying to hype something up that we really haven't seen be concrete yet. But so far, according to my Twitter timeline, all of this sounds pretty good, so I'm excited. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all these. This is my most important thing for me. I want to know what you guys think. I always love reading every single one of your comments, answering all of you guys, so please let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. Make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn noties on so you don't miss any FIFA 22 gameplay. For the majority of this video, we're going to be in this screen. If you guys want to go ahead and take a look at this yourself, it will be in the description down below. But let's get into this, man. We have a lot to get through. My name is Thomas. You will see an NG whenever a topic or feature discussed is exclusive to the new generation of consoles. Okay, this sounds promising. Refreshing as many gameplay areas as possible based on feedback. All right. Fairness. Improve situations that could have felt frustrating from a gameplay perspective, or aim is to reward players for performing the right action at the right time. Cool situation like being able to defend the bridge or a dribble with clever positioning. Please let us be able to defend the bridge. This literally better mean that park the bus is breakable and not the only way to freaking play this game. All right, we have a table of contents with a bunch of new stuff. It seems like for this, there's a lot of stuff that's exclusive to new gen. So if you don't have new gen, man, get on it, get a job. You still have time, save money up, sell stuff. Get to it. Basically, all these things I don't really care about because I haven't seen it yet and I haven't played with it yet. The only thing that matters here that we already know is that there's 4,000 new animations, so we can just kind of skip past this. It doesn't really matter. I guess we'll watch this. That's a better, okay. That thing at the end of the before and after one, I think that's decent. The fact that they show us this stuff is cool for people that like it. For me, I don't really care. ML flow is designed to increase the fluidity and authenticity of ball approaches. Okay. And then the other one, he touches it with the stride, right? Yeah, see, that's much cleaner. Only thing is, man, I feel like bro, I've said this already, I'm not going to say it again. So same thing for here, 4,000 new animations, and many of these new ones were through the 11v11 IRL thing, so it's only for next gen. Tactical AI. We've rewrote the intelligence and tactical approach. Oh boy. 6 times more decisions per second. Attacking. Perform smarter runs in build-up play, exploit spaces in the defense, and generally be in the right place at the right time more often. The positioning attribute continues to be the most important in determining the effectiveness of these behaviors. See, that's really important that they tell us that the attacking positioning attribute is actually important. That's huge. Defending, this is where the fun begins. And if you guys don't know, the reason I stopped playing FIFA 21 was because of AI blocks, AI defending. It killed me, man. I hated it so much. Can operate more as a unit, maintain the shape of formation when moving across the pitch, so we did see that. Defensive awareness continues to be the most important in determining the effectiveness. Okay. Defensive work rates and fatigue have a significant impact on the defensive positioning, which is good. Placing any player that is not a center back in a center back position will negatively impact their defensive positioning. So we saw that, and this is combating fullbacks at center back, which is exactly what they had to do, which I think is incredible and very, very good. Now, hopefully it actually transitions in game and is actually like noticeable if you have a fullback at center back. This is kind of what PES do, where if you put a player out of position and kind of like readjust their stats, which I think is perfect in how it should be. See, the only thing about this, man, I like that the AI is better and it moves as a unit, which means when you are the one defending, it's gonna be better for you. But I just hope it doesn't cause some boring games, man, because honestly, if the AI is this good, it concerns me, because honestly, sitting back and just watching someone pass around is maybe gonna be a little bit too OP. I hope it's not. Competitive settings and master switch. Players want to have more control, have a higher skill ceiling, and experience more consistency. Yes. FIFA 22 competitive settings. Oh, mandatory in some modes, so this is probably champs. Are available for all players in every mode of FIFA if they did wish to play with them. The mandatory competitive settings changed by the competitive master switch are contextual agile dribbling off, auto clearances off, auto fair pass off, auto shots off, assist headers off, jockey manual. Whoa. So no auto clearances. Okay. Wow. So rivals, champs, seasons, co-op seasons, and pro clubs. That's a lot of. Why don't you just put it in rivals and champs and then just leave it as the why just put it in rivals and champs? You don't have to make everything sweaty. Deeper match analysis. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is actually something that we have in rivals and champs, all these things. This is so clean. I love it. I love the transparency of the background as well. It lets you see the pitch in the background. That's the Parc des Princes. But there's so many things right here. Oh man, this is one that I'm going to be going into all the time, seeing the interceptions, the blocks, because everything that my opponent's AI did, this is where I'm gonna be the whole time. And we've seen this already. This is the heat map that was leaked, so we know that this was gonna be in the game. Oh, and then in this game, Mbappe scored 4 goals, and then it shows you like the total contribution of the team compared to like the individual performance, which I actually really like that. Wow. And you know what? I didn't think that this heat map thing was going to be useful, but it's going to be useful for maybe seeing how effective instructions are, player instructions, because you can actually see how effective putting someone on stay back, putting someone on comeback on defense is, or just putting him on stay forward, getting behind. It's really going to make a difference, hopefully. Like, anyone can make a video now being like, okay, you're going to put Mbappe on getting behind because then he makes runs from the left to the right instead of only staying on the left. And then if you put him on comeback on defense, this is the heat map compared to that one, which means he only goes up a little bit to the left but comes back a lot. So it adds a whole new thing, which I think is great. Kinetic air battles, don't really care. Explosive sprint, this one worries me. Done with RT or R2, allowing dribblers to explode forward and leave markers behind. We already kind of knew this. It's only fully effective when facing and moving forward. Only happens for a short duration, then tapers off going into a cooldown period, which I think is good. I definitely do think that is definitely something to help balance it. It depends how long the cooldown period is, but it's really hard to get that wrong, so hopefully they don't get it wrong. Player humanization. I'm eating my jello now. You can see players talk to each other. Alright, cool. Don't really care. Thank you though. I mean, it adds something, but nah, man, nah. Bro, if I see someone making that pass in champs, I'm losing it. Am I the only one, or accidentally gonna make that pass and then the fullback somehow ends up making it to that pass? Nah, bro, I better not see this. I better not see this used. That better not be OP. New attacking tactics. Build up play and chance creation. See, this is what I said before as well. Look at the width. It's a micro adjustment, so you can literally do it as much as you want. It's not like the macro adjustments, which are the corners and the players in box, which are kind of set in stone. The width can literally be as much as you want, and then you have slow build up and direct passing as new tactics as well. I'm not going to read all this because I feel like it's not going to matter. See, I don't like this possession one. Rarely provide runs penetrating the opposing defensive line. I don't like that. Forward runs looks like it's going to be like new, like ultra attacking-ish type of thing. You can create 16 distinct attacking tactics. Composed ball control. See, this is cool. It worries me because sometimes in champs when you're getting pressed like crazy, you're going to have players that like you don't want to do extra touches in champ. Sometimes you want to do it quick. So that's the only thing that worries me, because it adds a level to RNG to where if your player decides to do 3 fancy magical touches because you have Phil Foden, he's weak, right? Phil Foden is weak, so he's not going to be able to hold the player off that comes in to press him. During that extra time that he takes to do those extra touches, he's going to get pressed. He's not going to be able to shield someone off. So why would I want him to take extra touches? Composed ball control can get increased chances of being performed when the following conditions are met. There are no opponents nearby. I hope that works correctly. The left stick has to remain still. People usually don't do that, so I don't think it's going to be that often. See, this is good, and I hope there's more of this as we read, but specific attributes dictate how consistently they can be performed, which means 70 ball control, 60 agility, 60 ball control, and 70 strength, which, I mean, 70 ball control and 60 agility, is that enough? I think 70, maybe 75 would be a little bit better. That's crazy. Nah, bro, that's crazy. If my opponent gets it in champs, I'm leaving. Controlling the ball. Reworked a lot of shielding fundamentals where strength and ball control play a major part. That's how it should have been from the first day this game was a thing. Improved control for shielding air balls allows stronger players to more reliably win air duels with shielding. Good. Passing. In FIFA 22, we focus on ground passes, lob passes, and lob through passing systems to better account for contacts of play. Animation refresh. Ground passes. A revamp of the ground passing targeting system, allowing for better target selection and spatial awareness. I hope that's right. This is so good. This is so good. Listen, semi-assisted through passes were expanded from last year to have more assistance for close and simple passes and less assistance for far and difficult passes. This is incredible. Focus on the simple stuff. All I want to do is pass it to my player, have him take a good touch, have him turn, and make another pass. That's all I want. But sometimes when you press A, or maybe hold A a little bit too long, it like sends it to like the player that's like 3 players behind, covered by 3 defenders. So having the simple stuff be good is good. This is good as well. The crossing attribute can increase the speed of driven crosses and driven ground crosses. That is very, very good. Improve shooting consistency in easy one-on-one situations. I hope this is so true, man. I'm gonna keep reading before I talk. Shots from difficult situations with the defender being close to the ball carrier have reduced conversion rate to correspond with the difficulty. Okay. It's also worth mentioning that we've changed the green shot timing window, making it more consistent than before. So this kind of entices me to go back to using the green timed shots, because before last year, this year, FIFA 21, I didn't use it at all. Whenever it was introduced and those green time shots were crazy, I used to love those, obviously because they were OP. Controlled knock. Oh god, oh god. This is gonna be my opponent. He has the ball. That's gonna be my AI. Okay? I switched to my AI right there. That's when I switched to this player. My AI is coming right to the player. So by the time that I am in control, my opponent has already made the decision of blitzing past me. So I'm screwed. That's not good. Skill moves balancing. Remove skill move cancel for La Croqueta, Elastico, Reverse Elastico, and Scoop Turn. Good. Reduced animation speed for bridge and directional nutmegs. Great. Drag mag spin, 4-touch turn, and step overs can now be canceled. Still, the heal skill moves more difficult to successfully perform. That's good because I always accidentally do that one. Wait, let me see this. Whoa. Whoa, that's like butter as well. Oh, that's actually sick. That's gonna be hard to pull off, but if you can, that's so good. No step overs, no body feints, and no bridge directional nutmeg. Good. So we already saw this new goalkeeper rewrite. They just have new saving animations. They're pretty much crazy animations now. So all right, this is where it matters for me. Defensive behavior, fair and predictable outcomes. For instance, we've seen that some players felt like tackling could be a point of frustration. Yes. Improved tackle animation selection resulting in cleaner outcomes. Increasing the likelihood of the ball going towards your teammates. Automatic blocks are not as successfully performed and have a higher chance of missing. Yes. When the player is not jockeying, auto blocks are now less effective, which is great because it means that if you are not trying to control the player yourself and put it in the way of where the ball is going to be, if you're just not controlling your defenders, it means the auto blocks are going to be just less likely. Hopefully that actually transitions because that sounds great. Bounce the win ratio related to personality. They keep saying that. Rated tacklers to win the ball more often when compared to lower rated players. That's how it should be. Why are we just doing this now? Like what? Jockey speed is based on defensive awareness. Interceptions and disrupt interceptions. How even when you felt you were in the right place at the right time, you wouldn't always be able to intercept certain passes. This is kind of like when you used to like defend with your CDM and then try and cut the passing lanes with your CDM, but he wouldn't actually put his foot out. Can only be performed by user controlled players and with the left stick input directed towards the pass path instead of the ball or the receiver. That is so sick. With attributes determining how far players can reach to intercept, of course. This is how it should be. Are designed to reward players that have the ability to read the game and position themselves accordingly. That is so like, this is actually very smart. Teammate contain. So they brought contain back and it means they have teammate contain stamina, which allows them to keep up with the contain as long as you don't deplete their stamina. They have a cooldown period as well. World-class defensive midfielders more effective and reliable at closing down opponents and attackers, for example. We wanted to provide players with even more ways to switch. 4 new options. You know what? Wow. That's almost like 2K, you know, when you press one of the bumpers, I think it is, and then you press one of the buttons to pass it to that player. That's great. You can flick the right stick in the direction shown on the icon above the player's head and the switch will happen. And you can turn it off as well. That is incredible. I just hope it's quick, it's instant, and it works well. Player rotation, so you can kind of confirm before you actually switch to a player. A new mechanic that always tries to kick the ball forward and as far as possible from the area, so that's a technical clearance. The kick direction is always to the upfield with some aim input taken into consideration. More changes to tactics and new instructions to further customize your playstyle. Oh yeah, see, so these are 1 to 100, which is nice. Okay, width and depth are now 1 to 100, which I love. You can put free roam on CDMs, which I really like for a deep line playmaker role. Step up for center backs and fullbacks and have them step out of position to mark opposing attackers tighter when they are free to receive a ball. This is the inverse of the stick to position instruction. That's interesting. Why is Idrissa Gana Gueye at left back? Putting a player to press without actually putting him to press. You put overlap for center backs, only for 3 or 5 defender formations. That's an odd one. We increase the number of scenes, all with new player animations and cinematography. You can experience new crowd moments, camera angles. Oh, you know what? Okay. I like that. I like that. That's kind of cool. Is that Tammy Abraham or is that Hudson-Odoi? I think that might be Hudson-Odoi because of the hair. It requires players to run for longer to reach their new max speed. Oh. Affects lower speed players. They're slightly faster in smaller spaces. Okay, that's interesting. Some players can decelerate faster. Only players with the agility, ball control, and jumping attributes equal or greater to 80 are eligible for controlled deceleration. Wow, that's interesting. This is so important, and I don't know how they haven't had this yet, but if you guys played co-op, you know how important this is. Oh my god, here we go. CPU AI. Individualizes the difficulty of each player. When playing on professional difficulty against an average team but with Mbappe in their squad, he will behave as if he was on a difficulty higher. I feel like this is already a thing in the game. I feel like they're just telling this right now. We have made changes to reduce the amount of tacklebacks. This should almost never happen. So this is not for Ultimate Team. Okay, I really don't care about that then. Multiple new celebrations. Okay, T for 2. Oh god, is that the Alex Morgan one? I hope that this is important. In FIFA 22, we can work on some aspects of the gameplay through the live tuning tool and roll out changes to players without requiring a full Untitled update is going to allow us to make tuning changes faster with more frequency and also keep working on the balance of the game. I hope that is true. Please, please, please give the game some support. So something that could have taken 2 months to be released can now be released on a faster timeline after testing. A full title update will be required for anything that's animation or code modifications, which obviously makes sense. And that is that, man. We got through the whole thing. That took me 44 minutes. Yo, that's my boy Vinicius. And the nerd in me tells me, like, how cool is it that they wear these suits and then they have like this hypermotion technology that tracks all their movements and its actual animations that are gonna go into a game. But honestly, it just depends on the consistency of the gameplay, which is something that they didn't talk about. Yeah, we did see this already. I do like the gestures though that the players do make. That's a cool animation. I like that a lot. That pass is still ridiculous, man. I can't be seeing that in the game. If anyone else does that to me, Mbappe with basically the bridge. All right, and that's gonna be the trailer. All right, boys, but that is gonna be it for all the content today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, man. I was really happy with a lot of the stuff I saw. I'm not gonna lie. Really looking forward to FIFA 22. I think this is what has hyped me up the most. If anything, I don't care about the weekend league revamp. I don't care about the new cards. I don't care about the new ratings. I think I just want a game that's consistent, solid, has a skill gap, and actually makes me want to keep playing it to get better and not stop playing it because people that are worse than me are beating me. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. That is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day. I'm out.